camouflaged. Because you have seen BMW is very close by, and BMW, of course, was one of the main targets for the bombing here in World War II. Yeah, it's all in use. Over to the right, there are 3 schools which are run by a convent of nuns. Then we have these yellow villas around the palace. Those nuns are living in one of them. Then we have 2 concert halls there. On the right hand side of the villa and of the staircase, there's 2 palais, smaller palais actually. That is where the Duke of Bavaria is living. See the 2 pavilions on the right hand side of the center part. That is where the Duke of Bavaria is living. There's like a little red car parked there. And since he never had a family, he adopted the son of a different line of that same dynasty. And this Prince Ludwig, he will be his successor. And Ludwig, he is in his early 40s. So far, he has been living in Africa because they do a lot for charity. They are building schools and teaching people how to work with computers and so on. And there he fell in love with a young lady with some Canadian and Dutch background. And this wedding took place here 2 years ago. What are you doing up here? And this wedding took place here 2 years ago. 2,000 members of the high nobility of all of Europe here. It was a big, big party. This young girl, she unfortunately faded during the wedding ceremony because obviously thinking of all these duties and representation, and now being a princess, because through the marriage, of course, she got this title, must have been a little bit too much for her. But apparently she has recovered, because 5 weeks ago we got a little Ruprecht. So Prince Ruprecht will then be the next successor, and we're very released here in Bavaria that this dynasty is not going to die out, because people still love them a lot because they have done a lot for this country. So that's where the Duke is living. In the center part you have got all the staterooms. One can visit, for instance, the bedroom where Mad Ludwig was born, since he was also a member of the same dynasty. Over to the left we have got the former stables. That's nowadays the horse carriage museum. And the gardens, they are located behind the palace, 550 acres. All with statues, marble statues, and flower beds there. So that's the second largest park of the city. And these yellow villas around the palace, they had also been part of the whole court here. They were built for the higher nobility, and nowadays they use them for very different purposes. For instance, 2 of them